While many players and speculators are looking at Duskmourn cards and commander specs, there are a lot of good cards dropping in price this week. We're going to be looking at 10 of them here. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Magic the Gathering Foundations or find a vast number of other great products on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or the comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. Like I said in the cold open, there's a lot of attention right now on cards and strategies coming out of Duskmourn, plus many are trying to spec on cards that may be unbanned in Commander someday, as we've been discussing on our hot list videos recently. But today we're going to look in the other direction and see some solid cards that are moving down in price on our top 10 cold card list. Remember, when we say cold cards, we mean cards that are going down in price, not necessarily cards that are seeing less play. As always, our list is based on two things: the percentage decrease in the value of the cards, as well as the decrease in the number of sales from week to week. Quickly before we get to the list though, just one quick thing. I want to say thank you to one of our silver patrons, and that is Josh. Josh, thank you for all your support on Patreon. It does go a long way. I say this all the time, but I truly could not do this without viewers like yourself. Thank you for your support, Josh. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10 is Necro Dominance. It goes down $1.01 to $5.99. That's a 14% decrease. This new take on Necropotence is getting a little less play compared to where it was shortly after its release, but it's still a solid card. Necro Dominance has been seeing some commander play, and it's even gotten a small boost there thanks to a card from Duskmourn. It's in builds around Valgavoth Terror Eater, but legacy play for Necro Dominance has fallen off recently as the meta has been shifting ever since the banning of Grief. But you still see this in Modern. It's in Mono Black midrange and the Rock there. Now, the Modern meta has changed too recently with the bannings of Grief and now to Winged Wisdom, and the amount of play this card is getting is down some there too. So long story short, the price slides down this week. Number 9 is Chivalric Alliance. This is down $1.05 to $6.34. That's a 14% decrease. This is from the March of the Machine Cavalry Charge Commander deck. It has had a decent price attached to it since it came out, and it does see a little commander play in a few decks. The most popular one is Sidar Jabari of Zhalfir, but this has even been seeing some additional commander play recently around a card from Duskmourn that is Toby, Beastie Befriender. Nevertheless, Chivalric Alliance moves down a little this week as it tries to settle into its proper price point for the play that it sees. Number 8 is Ezio Auditore da Firenze, down $1.13 to $7. That's a 14% decrease. Even though attention has moved on from MTG universes beyond Assassin's Creed cards and strategies, this does still see a lot of play as a commander. It's moving down this week, but keep an eye on Ezio. Assassin's Creed was not a popular set, which means that copies of the good cards may become scarce in the future, if they're not reprinted somewhere, of course. Number 7, Sword of Hours, down $1.21 to $5. That's a 19% decrease. This is from two different Adventures in the Forgotten Realms commander decks, Aura of Courage and Draconic Rage. It's moving down a little this week after some recent increases. A few months back, this was all the rage thanks to Mr. House President and CEO, and that is still the most popular deck that runs Sword of Hours. Coming in at number 6 is the Shire. It goes down $1.31 to $3.60. That is a 27% decrease. This is a highly played card in Commander. The most popular deck that runs it right now is around the partner commanders Frodo Adventurous Hobbit and Sam Loyal Attendant, but this recently saw some increases due to the food token support that came along with Bloomburrow. The Shire is still seeing a lot of commander play around Bloomburrow cards. Many players have grabbed it to upgrade the Squirreled Away commander deck, or to put it in fresh builds around the reprinted Shatterfang Squirrel General from there, or around the front-facing commander Hazel the Root Bloom. The Shire is also in commander decks around cards from Bloomburrow's main set like Ygritte Eater of All, Balin the Haymaker, and Camilla the Seed Miser. The Shire is even seeing a little more commander play now around a card from Duskmourn, Kona Rescue Beastie. Regardless though, even with that support from Duskmourn, the price of the Shire slides down this week as attention starts to move away from Bloomburrow cards and strategies. Quickly before we get to our top 5, just a quick reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Foundations products there, but they have a whole lot of other MTG products as well. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. And if you're looking for a direct link to their site, check out the description or the comment section below. I have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get to the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. This is down $1.33 to $7.02. That's a 16% decrease. This is one of the commander cards from the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set boosters. You still see it in several different commander decks. The most popular ones are Joda the Unifier and Rin and Ciri Inseparable, but Yoshimaru even got a small bump in play recently thanks to a card from Duskmourn. It's in commander builds around the Wandering Rescuer. Additionally, Yoshimaru jumped up some not too long ago when this card from Mystery Booster 2 was revealed, Rin and Ciri Inseparable. These playtest cards are technically not legal, but some commander playgroups allow certain playtest or silver border cards. Maybe it was players or perhaps it was speculators that made Yoshimaru Ever Faithful's price jump when Rin and Ciri Inseparable got out, but now we see Yoshimaru moving back down some. Number 4 is Cyberdrive Awakener. This is down $1.46 to $8.21. That's a 15% decrease. This is from the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Buckle Up Commander deck. Usually you see it in builds around another card from Buckle Up, Shorikai Genesis Engine. Cyberdrive Awakener has been gradually increasing in price for a couple months, but with attention turning to Duskmourn cards and strategies, we see it slide down a little this week. Coming in at number 3 is Archangel Elspeth, down $2.25 to $7.99. That's a 22% decrease. This one a little more substantial. The card got hot a few weeks back when it was part of the standard Boros token control build that came in first place at the MTG Japan Open. Since then, the deck lost some traction, but still sees play in the format. Archangel Elspeth is also in some other standard builds like Mono White token control, Orzhov token control, and sometimes Azorius control. Plus it gets some commander play. It's in Commodore Guff builds, for example, and it's even seeing more play in builds there now around Arabella Abandoned Doll from Duskmourn. But Archangel Elspeth is still dipping due to the drop in standard play over the last few weeks as the meta shifted. Number 2 is Zur Elemental Schemer, down $2.88 to $14.87. That's a 16% decrease. This was number 4 on our hot list last week since Duskmourn brought a lot of support for enchantments. It is a fairly popular commander, and those builds have been seeing more play with the new enchantment support. But this is also a very good upgrade to the Miracle Worker commander deck. I'm also seeing players putting it in fresh builds around Aminatou Veilpiercer and the Master of Keys from there. Plus, Zur Eternal Schemer is appearing in commander builds around Marina Vendrell from the main set. And you see it in 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation builds in Pioneer. How many times have we seen this though? A card gets hot in spikes, leading to sellers throwing more copies onto the marketplace. The extra inventory then causes the spike to stop and the card retracts a little. That's exactly what's happening here. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Dockside Extortionist. The list copy down $11.98 to $67.91. That's a 15% decrease. Double Masters 2022 down $31.14 to $56.74. That's a 35% decrease. And the Commander 2019 copy down $38.89 to $41.50. That's a 48% decrease. Well, this is an easy one. Dockside was basically a staple for commander decks, including red, since it came out. But a few weeks ago, it was banned in the format. Now it really has no home and the price has dropped considerably. However, the drop would have been even more aggressive if it wasn't for Wizards' announcement a week ago that they would be taking over Commander and were going to be tackling many of the issues that have plagued the format recently. Their plan is to create a power tier system for different commander decks so that players can decide what power level they want to play prior to the start of a game. With that, we may see a change in the ban list where some cards could become unbanned but only allowed in higher power level decks. Some are speculating that this may be one of those cards since it is legal in the French 1v1 dual commander format still. Not sure if that's going to happen, but the speculation of FOMO has led to less people selling off their copies, and some are even picking up the card. Still though, it continues to drop a lot in the wake of the banning. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. Later this week, if I can make some time and get everything working right, I might do a Magic Arena stream. I'd like to draft Duskmourn again and chat with everybody for a couple hours, so have your notifications on. I was able to upgrade a lot of things with my streaming over the last few weeks, that's why I haven't done many of them. I've just been working on that, and it's a lot better now, so I'm excited about it. Until next time though, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.